All right, thanks a lot, Dave. As you mentioned, we do have another game coming up for you in just a few moments. Live, it's going to pit Rowan County against Adair County. For the Vikings, this tournament, a chance for some statewide recognition and exposure, and a good warm-up for when it comes to state tournament time. So here's a look at the kingpins of the 16th region. Rowan County Senior High School, home of the Vikings. Three-time defending champs from Region 16, and a school rich in basketball tradition. Just how rich? Well, come with me as we take a look inside their locker room. It's a locker room that would put many colleges to shame. Carpeted, each player with his own locker and nameplate, plaques and trophies dotting the walls extolling the tradition of the program. But it wasn't always like this. Coach Tim Moore, now in his fourth season, has had to work hard to get the program to this level.
First year, very small crowds. Most of them came hoping that we'd win and never expecting to win, or looking for something always bad to happen for us not to win. Each year our people have come to expect us to get better, and now when they come, no matter who we're playing, they expect us to win.
The Vikings are led by co-captains Kelly Wells and Chris Martin. Wells is a 6'6" forward, averaging 23 points and 10 rebounds per game. In November, he signed a letter of intent to play next year at Tulsa. Coach Moore says he'll go down as the best ever to play at Rowan. Not bad considering past hoop stars include the likes of Jerry Ravenscraft, Joe McGrain, and Ty Howard. Kelly, though, says there's still room for improvement.
Just coming out of football, it was kind of rough to get my touchbacks. But I don't take a lot of shots in the game. I'm shooting. He likes for me to shoot around 20 shots, and I get around 18 shots a game. And I think with more confidence, I'll be able to shoot it up without any problem.
He's a kid that can shoot the three. He can take it to the hole. Very, very unselfish player. He's become a good rebounder for us over the years. And I think the thing he has to do in order to become a good college player is that he has to stay intense for 32 minutes, 40 minutes in the college game, and then improve his defensive play.
In tonight's game, the Vikings will run up against a much more experienced club in 5th Region powerhouse Adair County.
They got 7 kids that have played a ton of minutes during the past 2 or 3 years, and I think this is the year that they've been shooting for as the opportunity to compete to win the region, but also possibly compete to win the state championship. So this is a big year for them.
We don't get a lot of exposure, really, but I feel like we can play with anybody. We don't play a game where we run up and down the floor and shoot with anybody. We can't. We'd never win a game if we play like that. But I feel like we can compete with these teams, and there's going to be some great competition. It's going to be a real challenge.
We'll see how much of a challenge it is going to be. Joining me now live on my right, Keith Young, the coach of Adair County, and on my left, Tim Moore, the coach of Rowan County. You just heard a little bit from him. You got to be excited about coming up here for a tournament like this.
Well, it's a great opportunity for our kids, especially a team that doesn't have a lot of experience. I think that's going to help us grow, and we're going to get a chance to play against 2 teams that have great chances of coming out of their region. So it's going to be a great learning experience. It's going to expose our weaknesses and help us become a better team as the year goes on.
You get a chance to see much of that first game?
Well, I got to see a lot of good athletes, a lot of big athletes that I don't get to see at Rowan County, but, you know, they were both very athletic teams, and PRP maybe a little bit more athletic there at the end, going to the boards and things, and I thought it was an excellent game by both teams.
Keith Young, the coach of Adair County, team off to a good start this year, kind of like last year. You're 10-2. What's the strong point of the team?
I think our quickness and our ability to have 4 or 5 different people be able to score. Certainly size is not one of our best strengths.
You know, he's got a tough kid on his team by the name of Kelly Wells.
He certainly does. I had a chance to see him in the Ashland Invitational Tournament the other night, and if I wasn't a believer before that, I certainly was after that game. He's got to be one of the top 3 players in the state, if not one of the best.
What do you think of the Hall of Fame Classic?
It's great. Well, I'm thankful that the High School Athletic Association decided to invite us. You know, there's probably 300 schools in Kentucky, and we were one of 4 chosen, so I'm very appreciative of them for inviting us.
Okay, Coach, best of luck to you tonight as these two will go up against each other in just a few moments. We'll be back with more activities here from Memorial Coliseum in just a moment.